Hi student, today I am going to explain structural formula of following compounds. Okay, here 2,3-dimethyl-butane. This belongs to IUPAC nomenclature. How to give the IUPAC names for the compound. Already he has given IUPAC name. We have to draw the structure of this molecule. Here first 2,3-dimethyl-butane. What is the root word? Root word is the but. But is the root word. So but means in Greek 4 number. 4. So first you have to write the 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. Next N. N is the primary suffix. So N means N means this molecule has all are single bonds. So that means all are single bond means CH3. Okay, all are single bonds. So before that first you have to write what is the dimethyl. We have to write about the dimethyl. Dimethyl is the this is the secondary suffix. Here dimethyl. Methyl means CH3. Di means 2 CH3 groups. Here what is the position? 2, 3. Suppose if you give number 1, 2, 3, 4 at the second carbon and third carbon, these methyl groups are there. So at the second carbon, one methyl group, and the third carbon already I have written here now, so I connect to this simply. Okay, so at second carbon CH3 and third carbon it has CH3. CH3 means methyl. So 2, 3 di means 2 methyl groups. 2 dimethyl. Butane means all are single bonds. N means all are single bonds. Carbon valency 4. That means it has 4 bonds. It should has 4 bonds. Here CH3 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. Here 1, 4 sufficient. Here carbon has 3 bonds and 1 hydrogen is required. Total 4 bonds. Here carbon 1, 2, 3. 3 bonds it has and 1 more bond with hydrogen atom. And here carbon has single bond. So still it required 3 bonds. That 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. So simply this is the structural formula for this IUPAC name. 2,3-dimethyl-butane. Okay. Another name. Second IUPAC name. Second molecule 2-methyl but 1-ene. This is the second molecule. Okay. Same. First, what is the root word in this? But is the root word. So I am writing 1. But means 4 carbons. 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms. And if you give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. But 1-ene. Ene means it has the double bond at the position of first carbon. That means this is the first carbon. Ene means it has the double bond. Okay, and at the second carbon it has the methyl group. This is the methyl group simply. So remaining we have to fill with hydrogen atoms. So here 2 bonds it has, still 2 bonds required. that 2 bonds with 2 hydrogen atoms. Here carbon has 4 bonds sufficient. Here carbon has 2 bonds and 2 bonds required, that 2 bonds with 2 hydrogen atoms. Here carbon has single bond, remaining 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. This is the structure of 2-methyl but1-ene. Okay, and next compound C. I am writing this question paper. 2,3-dimethyl butane, 2-methyl but1-ene, para-nitrobenzaldehyde. Next one, para-nitrobenzaldehyde. P means para, nitro, benzaldehyde. Okay, para-nitrobenzaldehyde. For this, okay, what is the root word here? Aromatic compound, benzaldehyde, benzene and aldehyde. So first I am writing that this is the benzene. First we have to write benzene ring. To that benzene ring there is aldehyde group. Aldehyde means CHO group is the aldehyde group. This is the benzene ring I wrote here, and this is the aldehyde. So I am writing here CHO. This is the benzaldehyde. To this nitro group is there. Where it is? Here, where it is? This is the ortho position. This position is called. Where is functional group? Functional group CHO is attached to this carbon. To this carbon, second carbon is the ortho. This is the ortho. This is the ortho. Ortho position to this functional group. This is the meta position. Third carbon from the carbon which contains the functional group. This is the functional group. It is attached to this carbon. This is the carbon. From this first carbon, this is the first carbon. This is the second carbon. This is the third carbon. This third carbon is called meta. This second carbon is called ortho. This is the ortho. This is the meta. This is the meta. This is the para. Fourth carbon is the para carbon or para position to this functional group. So at the para position there is a nitro group. Nitro means NO2. So I am writing here NO2. This is the para-nitrobenzaldehyde. Suppose if we ask ortho-nitrobenzaldehyde, then nitro group comes to here. Okay, that is the para-nitrobenzaldehyde. And the next question, neopentane. D is neopentane. Here root word is pent. Pent means, actually I am writing here, pent means 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5 carbons. Suppose this contains all are single bonds, simply that means CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. This molecule called as N-pentane. Simply this is called N-pentane. Suppose at the second carbon here, suppose if you take it is as first carbon, it is the second carbon. Suppose if you give the numbers like this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the second carbon, this group attached to here, then how this structure I am writing here. I am writing this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the second carbon, this CH3 attached to second carbon, this CH3. Okay, then you have to fill all the bonds with hydrogen atoms. Here carbon has one bond, so remaining 3 bonds. Total carbon has 4 bonds because carbon valency 4. That means remaining 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. Carbon has 2 bonds remaining with 2 hydrogen atoms. Carbon has 3 bonds remains with 1 hydrogen atom. Here with 3 hydrogen atoms. This is isopentane. This is isopentane. Okay. Now again at the second carbon, this CH3 group and these two groups, if these two groups comes to here at the second carbon, then we am writing. Now I am writing here. You see, this is the first carbon, second carbon, and third carbon. At the second carbon, this CH3 here, and at the second carbon this also, that is with CH3. So remaining we have to fill with the hydrogen atoms. Carbon has a single bond, remaining 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. Here remaining 3 bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms. This carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds sufficient. This carbon also with 3 hydrogen atoms, 3 bonds, and this one 4 bonds. Like that, all carbon atoms has the 4 bonds. Here at the second carbon, if 2 methyl groups are attached, this compound are called as neopentane. Neopentane. Okay, na? So in this I wrote 3 structures. One is N-pentane. N-pentane means simply straight chain. Simply straight chain of pentane is called N-pentane. And at the second carbon, 1 methyl group is attached. That pentane, isopentane. Why pentane? Because it has 5 carbons only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 carbons. So pentane. But the second carbon has 1 methyl group. So isopentane. If second carbon has 2 methyl groups, then it is called neopentane. So in exam, he has asked this neopentane structural formula. Okay, so we have to write this. This is the neopentane. Okay. If you like, please share your friends and subscribe and like. Thank you.